You should know, in the year 2001, Pixar released one of their most iconic films, which is Monsters Inc., a film about two monsters named Sully and Mike Wazowski who work at the factory that produces energy from children's screams. This film not only achieved great success with earnings of more than $562 million but also became one of the most beloved films to this day. But behind that success there is one interesting fact that is rarely known by many people, because actually Monster Inc. once had a sequel story that failed to be released, titled Monster Inc. to Lost in Secret Days. This story emerged during a time when the relationship between Disney and Pixar was very tense. In the early 2000s, their collaboration contract was almost up. Disney was worried that if Pixar left, they wouldn't be able to make sequels of the hugely successful Pixar films. From that fear, Disney eventually created a new animation studio called Circle 7 Animation in 2004. Circle 7 was a studio specifically formed to make sequels to Pixar films without involving Pixar at all. They had full access to all Pixar characters, even though the original creators were not involved at all. The point is Disney prepared a backup plan in case Pixar decided to end the partnership. One of their biggest projects was Monster Inc. to Lost in Secret Days. In this version of the story, Mike and Sally intend to visit Boo to celebrate her birthday, but an accident happens and they end up trapped in the human world. Without the magic door, without Monsteropolis technology, and without a way to communicate, they have to struggle to survive while finding a way to return to the monster world. The story has a darker tone and humor that is different from Pixar's style, because it was indeed made by a team that was not part of Pixar at all. But this project didn't last long. In 2006, Disney finally bought Pixar completely. Once the acquisition was completed, John Lasseter immediately halted all projects at Circle 7. He believed that the sequel should be made by the original Pixar team, not a studio formed due to business conflicts. Circle 7 was dissolved and all its projects were officially cancelled, including Lost in Secret Days. Instead, Pixar chose to make another theme that was finally released in 2013, which is Monster University. Not a sequel but a prequel. They decided to go back to the beginning, telling the story of Mike and Sally when they were still in college at Monster University. Torici and Leo instead of our union with Boo or an adventure in the human world, pistating din niyem, isa pilyan din misirat. Pixar chose to explore the past of these two friends. If Lost in Scare Days had been made, it might have been one of the most different stories in the Monster Inc. at the universe. But in the end, that film remained one of the major projects that disappeared before ever seeing the light of day.